I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Paragon Honda in Queens, New York. If you're on the East Coast and you're looking for a great deal, go see Paragon, ask for Brian's Ben Sock, tell them I sent you. They're going to treat you like family. And a special shout out to our partners at Kinetic. If you're looking to get yourself a ketosis, go get yourself some Kinetic, your Lifetime Gin with the best rig on the marketplace. I drink it every day.
You ready? Ready when you are.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Simplistic. I'm Jeremy Greene, and this is my co-host.
What's going on? My name's Tyler Coldren.
Tyler
Coldren. Should I redo that?
My name is Tyler. You said that shit like you won a
Tyler, huh?
game show, bro.
I did, bro.
You're like,
I'm the Make-A-Wish kid for the day.
Hi, Tyler Coldren here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tyler. I'm representing myself here on a sneaker and streetwear brand called Samples in Southern Orange County.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. You can find us in Mission Viejo, and here we are.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to, man? What's going on?
I've just been working, bro. Same shit as
You're looking pretty swaggy. I like those shoes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What are those?
These are Adidas Sean Witherspoon Gazelles.
Okay.
What do you got on? What do you got on?
I had the Bacons. I got these from you.
I did get these from
No doubt you could charge me a grip, I'm sure.
Never that.
Sure.
Never that.
Diddy.
Diddy.
What in the F?
This is Jeremy's favorite subject to talk about.
It's not. It's like it's just like a little like weird that
I think the lotion thing was really weird.
it wasn't. It was 1,000 bottles of lube
for freak off. Who makes that like the official term? Like who the fuck is like, okay, we need to put in documentation that it's for like a freak off. Did he? I feel like Diddy had that shit like trademarked.
Yeah, he was like freak off.
Like, this is Diddy.
I bet they have like T-shirts somewhere. Like poor Cassie has like a sweatshirt she had to put on and like rock around.
Yeah, she has that shit branded. She has an FO on her.
So
freak
fucked
off.
Up. Yeah. So first of all, Cassie was an amazing person. Like the hell she probably went through dealing with that scumbag, but freak off.
Yeah.
Like how does that work? It's like Diddy's like calls a board meeting. He's like, all right, everybody, it's freak off season. Like it's that freak off time. Like go get book the hotels. Like the whole staff runs out and starts booking hotels and shit. And like, did you get the loop? just so you know, because you know if they go back, Puff is like, did you get the fucking lube?
Dude.
He's like, oh fuck. And he's like, what the fuck did I tell you?
No. It's like he has his own personal assistant. Like he has like 3 different assistants. One of them is just the freak off assistant. So they're in charge of like the baby oil, the lubricant, the contraceptive, which they for sure didn't use, all that type of shit. You feel? I think of all people to talk to Diddy about, I feel like you're a very unique case.
No,
I know. Let's get into it a little bit. You obviously have a very unique history with Mr. Sean Combs, more than any of us in this room. So can I ask you, how did you first come in contact with Diddy?
How did I come in contact?
Yeah, well, give some context. Context. You were signed.
All right, let's back into this. No pun intended. Let's back into this. Yeah, I was signed to Puff. Like I got off MySpace because fucking MySpace collapsed thanks to Zuck.
Doing music, right?
Yeah, doing music, and he signed me.
In what year?
It's 2008.
Okay. Got you. So that's like a little bit later. You were signed to Bad Boy, no? Or
I was signed to Bad Boy.
That's pretty later.
Like one of the first white kids to be signed to Bad Boy, actually.
Wow. Not the first, though?
I'm sure there's a couple, but no one as relevant.
Did that tear you up when you were younger? Like, I wanted to be the first Caucasian on Bad Boy. I'm the first white bad boy. Nobody else.
Well, he had this dude named Donnie Klang that was like really...
You just fucking know. You know.
Well, I'm Dr. Love. Was like fucking terrible.
Did you ever see him in the studio and you were like, fuck
No, because we had like beef.
Really?
Not really. Like he didn't have beef, but I just thought he was so fucking whack.
White on white crime,
so,
bro.
Like Puff would always like, yeah, like you think you could take Donnie? He would say some shit like that and be like, I would fuck Donnie up.
Like in what way would you take him? Like in what way was he asking you that question? Like, he's like, you take him and you were like, I would fuck him? Is that what you just said?
No. So
I would fuck him up.
No, like he would knew I didn't like Donnie Klang.
Yeah.
Because I just thought anybody who would like bleach their hair, like highlights and shit.
Yeah. He was trying to be like Timberlake?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, he's just like tall and lanky kid from New Jersey who had a good voice but just looked goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't have the complete package.
He had a song called Dr. Love. Like, that's fucking...
That's weird. Yeah.
I'm Dr. Love. Make sure you cue that sound. So I signed to Puff. I don't want to get into it.
Why? This is the best time.
I just don't.
The NDA has expired. He's a felon. This is
It's just like, it's like awkward.
You think so?
Kind of.
So how often would you talk to Puff back in the day?
All the time.
You see how he said he didn't want to get into it and I just immediately prod? Fuck that, bro. We're getting into it. So all the time. So it would be like a weekly thing, right? I mean, that was your...
Well, when I was signed to Bad Boy, I'd talk to him all the time.
Yeah. And you wrote a lot of
I
shit
lived
for
with Puff
him.
for a while.
You wrote... How long did you live with him for?
Like 3 months in L.A.
How many Diddy parties did you see?
Like Diddy parties or party?
Like, yeah, parties that Sean Combs was attending and or hosting.
A lot.
Yeah. So you don't want to talk about traumatized or like what?
It's like, we left at 12. After 12 o'clock is like the cutoff. And you'd be like, people start disappearing. You'd open the room, maybe see Puff eating grape out of some man's hands.
Wow.
Like some like Prince shit. Like, like just maybe wearing a blouse. Like it was time to go.
Fuck, bro. That's interesting. How long would the parties go to if you're leaving at midnight?
Like, well, they're late. So like the joke in the industry is like, if you sign to Puff, people would be like, be careful, you know he's gonna try and fuck you. Like it was like a well-known joke, but Puff had power.
Yeah.
So they would like laugh it off, but we'd keep our distance. You know what I mean? We're like, no one would go anywhere alone with Puff.
So did you know going into it, like signing to him, like I kind of got to be careful with this guy on a personal level? Like obviously,
I didn't know that until he was like, called me up to his apartment one night at like 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I was like, hey, I want to talk to you. And I got there and he was like, let me talk to you in the bathroom. And I was like, what?
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, way.
Fuck up.
Yeah, way.
He said, let me talk to you in the bathroom.
And I was like, what? He's like, I want to show you something. I was like, what? Where's this going? And I like, and bro, and by the way, he opened the door in like what you would imagine he'd open the, like he had like silk pajamas on.
No.
White. Silk
No.
Yes. Open top, fucking hair in the middle, you know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Open the door. He said, what's up? I was like, you called me. He's like, oh, come in here, let me talk to you. And I thought Cassie was there, but it was like no one was there.
Yeah.
And by the way, he had the biggest TV I've ever seen in my life. The whole wall was
That's what did it for you? You were like, I'm feeling really uncomfortable about this situation, but look at this fucking TV, dude. Like, let me get in there.
So I come in, he's like, let me holler at you for a minute in the bathroom. And I was like, what?
Bro, what the fuck?
So we go in the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know. It's a huge bathroom. So it's like, it's not like a small, enclosed, like, uncomfortable space.
Yeah.
And Puff was like, let me see you sing in the mirror. And I was like, what the fuck? I just thought it was so weird. And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, what? Well, you want me to sing in the mirror? I just thought it was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, yeah, Playboy, like, you know, I gotta need to know you're gonna sing these panties off these girls. Let me see you sing in the mirror. And I was like, I'm not doing that. You know, and then he was like, let me show you. He like turns, he looks at the mirror and starts like, I want to see like expression. He's like, let me see my face. See how I'm like into it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then he like tried to rub my shoulders for a second, and I like kind of slipped, like hit him with the slip, and he tried to grab me.
Wow. Tried to grope you? Tried to grope you.
Tried to grab my junk.
Oh.
And I ran out of the apartment.
So he assaulted you. That's like boy. That's technically baseline.
I mean, he tried to grab me.
Yeah.
I ran out of the apartment. I never talked to him again. I literally went home to the hotel, packed my shit up, and left the Maine, and like left New York.
Wow. Wow. And you were still under contract at that time, though, right?
Yeah, I asked to get dropped.
Wow. And they did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
I pretty much threatened him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck, dude, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, it was sketchy. It was honestly sketchy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But to me, actually, like, okay, Puff maybe was on drugs or something weird.
Yeah.
But like, everybody was like, yo, no, he definitely wanted that ass. I was like, oh my god, dude.
Damn. Dude.
It was just so weird because I was so young.
It's creepy, man.
But Puff is like, but that's I think a lot of artists that have gotten on with him probably had to pass through those doors.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Like,
did you hear the Fousey clip yesterday on stream? Fousey, you know who Fousey Tube is?
Yeah, of course.
So Fousey said that one of his friends went to one of the parties. I think one of his like girlfriends or something like that. One of his acquaintances.
I don't believe anything Fousey Tube says.
I agree. Low key.
He's like a crazy lunatic.
Take it with a grain of salt.
He's like, yeah, Drake's coming to my party. And everybody's like, no, he's not.
No shade to Fousey. Do not show up and kill me, Fousey. But like,
I think he's lunatic.
Yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. He said that one of his friends went to a Diddy party and he walked in on Trey Songz sitting on his lap, fucking making out with him.
On Diddy's lap?
On Diddy's lap. Yeah.
What a weird thing that would be to like open the wrong door and like Trey Songz.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what a fucking weird visual.
And at that time, it's gotta think like Trey Songz is probably such a playboy. Like at the time, like every girl wants to fuck Trey Songz, and then you walk and you're like, oh, Trey Songz does not want to fuck every girl, bro. Like that's crazy. Like, yeah. So I feel like what the crazy thing for me is like, as someone who's has had no connection to the music industry whatsoever, I never knew like. I mean, you'd hear stuff about Diddy about how he was kind of problematic, but I didn't know he was like a serial assaulter.
You never heard, like, no one was like, oh, Diddy will have you fucked up, like, I'll have you killed. Like, no one talked like that, but low key,
that's how.
That's like what was going on. He was like some like mob shit, I guess.
You think it was just because he had so much power within the industry that it's like if you were to speak out, you would essentially like blackmail yourself?
I mean, he blew up, what's his name's car for dating Cassie.
Oh, who was that? Was it Wiz or was it
Day and Night?
Oh, Cudi. Yeah, Cudi. Holy shit.
It was like one of those guys. Was it
Cudi.
Was it Kid Cudi?
It was Cudi for sure. Yeah.
He blew up his fucking car.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
I think that's the arson charge.
Whoa. I didn't even know Cudi was talking.
Yo, Puff is on some real gangster shit. He's like Capone.
Bro, they're going to get him for racketeering, bro. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. And then you see all the clips in New York City, like in Central Park, like the day before he got arrested, or it may have been the day of. He was just like out and about playing, like playing frisbee in Central Park, like sun tanning and just like out with like 3 or 4 friends, just like casually in Central Park. No one coming.
They're probably like, you need to go see a tree because you're not going to see a tree for a long time.
Dead ass. He was like,
what do you want to do? Is like, I just need to touch a tree.
It's like yard time for him, you know. He's like, let me kind of get used to this. Let me go sit in the giant park and just kind of, you know, like pretend like it's my yard time. Yeah, no, it's crazy, dude. And no one's coming up to him at this point. Like
no one's sticking up for him.
No,
because he's such a bad person.
Even pedestrians though, like no one's coming up.
He's fucked everybody over. So basically, when you fuck everybody over and your time comes, no one's standing next.
Yeah, for sure, of course. He just seems like so problematic in that way. But no, I just even mean like on a pedestrian level. Like, you know, you think with him being so polarizing right now, he's the top of every. You know, this is the like news of this week, and we don't know what's gonna happen with it, and it's like no one even like you'd think strangers would want to come up to him and be like, yo, let me get a selfie, yo, can I do that? No one, bro. No one, bro.
Puffy, like, oh, it's Pup.
He's in Central.
Like, he's in Central Park. No one's saying shit to him,
bro. He's in.
The horses are avoiding him out there. You know, like the fucking carriages and shit. They're like walking
away. Yeah, no.
Like, the horses are like, Puff. Like,
bro, he's in Central Park. Think about how many tourists. Think about how many not even to be that guy, but think about how many non-Americans are there that like would just like freak out to see like an American celebrity.
Yeah,
no one's coming up to him.
Well, you know the famous thing in New York with Diddy's like this, right? The billboard. You never seen that billboard? Very, very famous billboard. It was there for years. Sean John Billboard. It was Puff, heart of the city. Puff was New York.
Yeah,
Puff was New York.
Yeah,
100%. Like he's like, if you think of a rapper of New York, you think of Jay-Z and Puff.
Yeah, and Biggie.
Like you don't think of anybody else. Who else do you think about?
Yeah, that's true. That's wild. And how do you? I mean,
it's a very sad day for hip hop because like it solidifies everything you think is happening in the industry.
Yeah.
But like it actually is rapey. It's like that's what's happening.
How much of that is happening that we don't know about? Like how many other artists?
So let me tell you what's happening. Is like all these people in these industry, it's all ran by like gangsters and pimps and like people who have been like that their whole life, who have been like drug dealers and shit like that. So they get some money. They're not going to change their mentality.
Scale.
They're just going to scale their fucking fuckery.
Yeah.
That's why all these like guys are shooting each other and doing weird shit because they're all corrupt people.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you look at it, man.
Like us white people cannot be hanging out in those areas. Like we're not welcome. We're just not.
Mm-hmm. I'm not touching that at all. I'm moving right on. Moving right around that, bro.
No, we're Puff.
Yeah.
Puff was like a Black Power movement.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't watch him doing that lately?
No.
No, he didn't like white people anymore.
Wow, that kind of makes sense though.
No. Why did that make sense?
Because it's like, you got to cling on to like something. I feel like at this point, his public image is probably so shoddy right now that it's like he could.
That was the thing he was doing. He was in that Black Power movement. So like, he would have a party and like a lot of white people try and get in. He'd be like, no.
Maybe he maybe he just kind of exhausted that lane. Like maybe he had slept with so many white men at that time where he's like, I just don't want any more, bro. Like he had a couple Jeremy Greenes after you.
You're fucking.
And then he was like, you know what, dude, no more whites at the party. Like it's not even a race thing. It's just, you know, I'm trying to
be honest. Like
other guys.
If he was like, yo, I'll give you like 30 million.
No, 30 million for what?
To suck him.
You would fucking take that motherfucker for sure.
got that kind of
For
bread.
sure. How much did you sign for?
Like, I signed for at least $1 million.
At least $1 million? What was your advance?
$1 million.
$1 million? Okay, so bro.
No.
Bro.
No, be real.
In 2008, you got to adjust for inflation, but in 2008, $1 million, bro, that's like you signed for like 2 M's basically.
If like Diddy came to you and said, look, all you got to do is like, let me eat strawberries off your chest.
For 30 mil, easy. Easy, bro. He could record that shit if he wanted to, bro. I'd be like the human. You ever see the bitches at the fucking Hollywood parties, the human sushi platters and shit? I don't give a fuck, bro. That's fine.
Would
bro.
you let Diddy kiss your neck for like $10 million?
Bro? Now you're making me seem like I
Kiss
feel
your
like
neck?
I feel like
Kiss your neck?
yeah, you
And
can't
give
clip
you a
this.
lube massage. Like
No, I can't fuck with none of that neuro shit, bro. I'm good on that.
Yeah,
Oh my
honestly,
god.
you wouldn't let just
No,
massage.
but he's gonna try, bro.
No,
He's gonna
just
try.
massage the
There would need to be a stipulation where there would be no diddling. Here's my stipulation.
in the contract.
Here's my stipulation. No diddling at all. Okay. The second you try to grope me, the contract is voided. I get the max
He's
amount.
gonna
Right?
grope you.
But-
He's gonna massage you with baby oil.
Not my
Gropery.
dick. Not my dick. My dick and my butt are off limits, bro. Everything else I could give a
That's
fuck.
what he's paying for.
No. He's paying the massage, bro. He's paying for a massage. So here's the stipulation. The second he diddles me, I get the maximum amount. The 10 million goes to 30 million, right? And Cassie has to be in the room at all times, okay? And there is no eye contact between me and Sean at all, okay? It's just
So you would somewhat let him like deed you, not diddle you, but deed you.
for 10 mil.
You'd let him.
I mean, you signed for $1 million.
Would you let him?
You
kiss-
signed for $1 million.
Yeah, but I didn't do it.
And you sang in the mirror for him. He's like, sing me Sweet Child of Mine right now, okay?
Yo, dude.
He's like, do the Michael Jackson. Do the show. Oh, good.
Would you like honestly? Would you let him kiss your neck for like 10 million?
I don't
Just
like
kiss your neck, get like a good snuggle, and like get his little face in there.
I feel like Diddy would be the kind of guy where if you gave him an inch, he'd take a mile. No pun intended. So it's like what is like he'd be the type to be like, yo, like, let me kiss your neck for 10 minutes. Actually, it's 4 hours. Like, what do you mean you don't want to, bro? It's 10 mil. So it's like I don't know, man.
Like get in here good, like
Is that worth being traumatized for? Is the question, right? Like, is any of that shit worth
let's be
like
real.
the trauma?
for let's say 25 million. Let's say 30 million. Would you let Diddy hold you while you slept all night, and like back up against you, like him back?
Nah, bro, that's fucked, bro.
Like you're backed into him.
That's I'm Little Spoon. You're saying?
Yeah, you're little when he's
How many times did that happen, bro? Come on.
no, he's hugging you.
How many Diddy
holding
retreats did you have?
No,
to go
listen,
on, bro.
Diddy,
Be honest with me,
Diddy
bro.
retreats.
You and Dr. Love Guy, bro. I know you guys like.
No, bro, be real. Would you let him back into you
I couldn't be Little Spoon.
and just
bro.
hold you?
I couldn't be Little Spoon.
Not even just hold you.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
30 million? Let him? Did he hold you?
It's a tough question. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's get off the how much money would it take for you to get molested conversation, so out of the bad boy camp, who did you walk away with any relationships where you were like, okay, I fuck with this person, like I whether it be creatively, whether it be from an entrepreneur standpoint,
No,
really? So everyone,
nobody that I liked.
wow,
They're all scummy.
wow, no shit.
Yeah, because they all worked for Puff, and they all do what Puff said. So like, they didn't really have their own brains.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, Puff said," you know.
Damn, who was the worst to deal with other than Puff?
I think Harv was just like he was slow.
Who's Harv?
Harv ran bad boy. He's Harv.
Okay.
Yeah, he just was slow.
Interesting.
Like, he didn't say a lot. He, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be like, "What?"
That's the creepiest guy in the room.
Yeah, he was just slow.
How many tracks do you feel like could have been hits? Because, okay, let me give the story really quick. I've known Jeremy a couple of years now, and we frequently would do this thing when we first met where we would bond over like early
Trauma?
2000s. Yeah, trauma. Fuck, we bond over early 2000s like R&B and hip hop because that's very much his lane. That's when he came in
for
the
sure,
music
for sure.
industry. Like I was young at the time. I would listen to a lot of music. And I always fucked with Lovin' You No More by Diddy Dirty Money. And I thought that was like the toughest with
You know
Drake.
that was me, right?
And we had a conversation where we were in his car the one night, and I was like, you know what Diddy song I fuck with? And I played that shit, and he's like, bro, I wrote this. I have a credit on this. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. And he pulls
Let's just
up
say
the
that
demo.
I didn't get any credit on that.
Oh, okay, so he's not. Okay.
I got molested out of.
Yeah, you got molested out of the credit. Exactly. Fuck it, bad boy.
Cut the
boss.
record. I would say there are probably 1 million songs that could have been hit that Puff did not put out, probably because he didn't let somebody fuck him.
Really?
Probably because you didn't let Puff smash.
Yeah.
There's probably a good million songs.
How many songs do you feel like you had? Not even that he didn't let you do anything, but where you were just like, bro, like because of the.
I usually had like a whole album full of hits. I probably had like 5 records that could have been number 1.
Damn, bro. Damn. That's tough. That's tough. So do you feel like towards the end of
I didn't want to sing in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. So do you feel like towards the end of your tender there, it was more like you just being in the studio, just trying to help people, trying to write?
I took my whole crew. We went home to Maine. I built a studio in the house.
Nice.
I just stayed as far away from his puff as possible.
Fire. So you didn't feel like you were like slaving for Bad Boy?
No, I left that whole situation.
That's fire.
Fuck that.
Because how many artists didn't, you know? How many
Yeah,
artists
it's
just
like, well,
stuck
it's
around?
like if you don't do certain things with Puff doesn't really want to make a star.
Yeah.
Puff is all about using your shit to power his stardom.
Bro, when has Puff ever made a star?
Never, not once. Outside of Big.
Yeah, but that was like, I feel like I know Puff because I know Big. And I'm a 2000s baby, so I wasn't there for the late 90s New York shit. But I know Puff because he was attached to Big.
Puff only let certain stars go a certain level.
Yeah.
If you went anywhere past him, it was like, forget it.
Every time I've seen Puff try to take a creative swing and bring people up, it's never been good. It's never lasted. I'm sure he's done a lot of like discovery work and behind the scenes where I found this artist, I found that artist, but I've never seen him actively promote someone on the lane that you see a lot of modern artists do, where it's like they're going to make an imprint on a label, they're going to go get 3 or 4 artists, they're going to feature them on all their work, they're going to give them features, and they're going to make them big.
No.
I've never ever seen that. And what's the craziest shit with the Puff thing is that like his newest work, like the Love album or whatever the fuck, the R&B shit he dropped, what a bad look that is, bro. Because he got like, he got fucking like 20, he got like 10 to 20 R&B's, like big, Bryson Tiller's on that album. He got a lot of big modern R&B and even like old school
How much
R&B artists.
touching you think went on to make that album?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro.
I mean, he changed his name to Love.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Yo, anyways, let's wrap this episode up. Tyler, it's always a pleasure.
Pleasure.
This shit has been nothing but interesting.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit us. Don't forget to download Echo. Shout out to our sponsors, Kinetic and Paragon Honda. Thanks for tuning in.
Free Puff.
Just that's just gonna be fucking hilarious. I like it, bro. That's just gonna be hilarious.
See? That was easy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't need to do a lot of research for that.
What's up, everybody? I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Paragon Honda. If you're looking for a Honda in New York and Queens, go see Brian Benstock. Tell him I sent you from Simplistic. He'll take good care of you. And a special shout out to our partners at Kinetic. If you're looking to get yourself in ketosis, go get yourself some Kinetic at Lifetime Gym. They're the best drink on the marketplace. I drink it every day.
You ready? Ready when you are.